Hello guys, Barox here, and today we're going to be going over some of the most notable and important types of players in Rust. First off, we have the most important ones, in my opinion, the role players, which is me. I most definitely fit into that category, and 9 times out of 10, you're going to be seeing me and other role players just like me living out of bases just like this. I actually have a few roleplay bases on videos on my channel, so if any of y'all are interested in those, the link is in the description down below. But you know, we as role players, we're pretty chill, you know, we like to make little farms, we enjoy throwing dance parties, and we like to draw cute little pictures about how much we love Rust and how it totally doesn't slowly siphon money out of our pockets every week for mediocre skins for in-game items we rarely use. But overall, we role players are pretty chill, you know, there's more to Rust than just rockets and AKs, and remember, the real AKs are the friends we make along the way. Next up, we have the normies, which is exactly what it sounds like. These guys are kind of just the average Rust players who don't really do anything specific to stand out from the rest of them. These guys are usually relatively chill and don't take it too seriously. They normally have just like a simple 2x2 expansion base with like honeycomb and a shooting floor and some roof peaks, you know, that sort of thing. Sometimes they might be like 40-year-old guys who don't really have the time and dedication to be good enough to be in a clan or something, and they have work every day, so they might have something like this on their base. You're more than likely to run into these guys at tier 2 monuments like water treatment or train yard because they leave launch site to the big clans. They typically aren't rich enough to go on C4/rocket PvP raids, so they usually just satchel raid, but they might have a few rockets to spare every once in a while. And even if the raid wasn't really worth it, these guys are usually still pretty enthusiastic about it and just carry on. Unfortunately, in some rare cases, these guys might at some point end up resorting to roof camping, which may or may not end up resulting in them getting braided. Moving right along, every Rust group is never complete unless you have at least one of these guys. I present to you the Gambler. And these motherfuckers will quite literally spend hours upon hours grinding scrap just to come right to bandit camp and blow all of it on the gambling wheel. And they're all the time just like believing their own lies, talking about every gambler quits before their first big win.
Please land on 20! Please land on 20! No!
But in general, these guys are pretty chill in their own way, but I just definitely wouldn't trust them with my scrap. Moving on, we have one of the most despised player types in Rust, the door camper.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, nobody likes these guys. They will continuously just crouch outside your front door, wait for you to open the door, and just pop you in the face with a DB, bro. That's all they do. And they will keep doing it as long as you open that front door in the hopes of either siphoning more and more loot from your bodies or at some point going deep on the base. The sad truth is, even though we all dislike these guys and we have all been a victim of door camping at some point, we have also all probably at some point in our Rust careers attempted to door camp someone else. But if you ever decide to do this, just make sure you do it to like an asshole clan or somebody who actually deserves it. Moving on, we have the Chad, the PvPer, the clan member. And this guy means business. He wants violence, and he wants to control the server. These guys always live in a big clan base, and they are often really decent at PvP. You'll most likely see these guys on Cargo a lot too. And more often than not, they're always going to be raiding all the nearby bases in their area because they got to show the neighbors who's boss. But whether or not you love or hate these guys, they're usually the ones controlling the server, so you just got to learn to deal with it. Last but not least, we have the Nakeds. The Nakeds are all of the fresh spawns off the beach ready to go about their Rust lives and start their wipe. All of these guys usually just instantly start running to start their wipe without a second thought unless you're me and you do this. Alright, fucking... welcome to Rust! Ah, fuck! In some rare cases, these nakeds will be like completely new players who just got the game, but considering how old Rust is nowadays, that is super rare, but it's always a treat when it does happen.
Yeah, this is, there's a guy here who's never played on PC, LMAO. Yo, listen, I can show you my time in Rust, bro. 47 minutes, and it took me fucking all of that time to actually play the game. I've been trying since fucking 6:30 to get into a server.
Oh shit. Hey bro, look behind you. There's a panther behind you, bro. Oh, look behind you, bro.
Oh my god! Oh god, there's a fucking... Ah!
Nakeds can be kind of grubby and annoying at times, but they're often usually responsible for some of the most funniest moments that can happen in Rust. And before you go judging or killing any of these guys, just remember that we were all nakeds on the beach at some point in our life, and we all gotta start somewhere. And that's all the main types of Rust players in my opinion. Do you have a favorite or a least favorite? And what type of Rust player do you think you are? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see all of you in the next one.